Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Marshall Thundering Herd taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Takes the handoff. It's Dickens. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Wilson will throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Cooper. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Rides to back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Dickens. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. So Georgia Southern's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Snagged out of the air. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Got his man.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Eagles have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's first down from the 11. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wilson to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
We We reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Quinn. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Try to get it to the edge. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Marshall! Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give on the inside. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Eagles want to move quickly.
Well, there's a lot of ways to skin the cat in a running game, you know? It doesn't have to just be runs up the middle on short yardage situations. How about going jet sweep and with the receiver's speed just enough to get outside and get that first down?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now they'll run the draw. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wilson will throw. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And it's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but you got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Herd! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff from the gun. He brings a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Hauls it in. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Catch in the middle, it's Lanier. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Wants to keep it in the air. The quick out. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He unleashes a long one. Holds it in down the sideline. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Eagles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Eagles!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gives it on the option. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Might be changing the route. Wilson to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. Turns it on in midfield. Busts through behind his pad. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be dragged down. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gets the back moving. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat. Get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
With the catch, it's Cooper. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Wilson will throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Johnson. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Wants to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They'll line up for a second down play. On the ground, it's Stewart. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Green. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Takes it from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Wants to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. He leaves it with his back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just a hair too much on it for this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Throwing right. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight, he gets one to the 32. Now facing a third and long. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Here's the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Gonna run it. It's Quinn. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson to pass. With the catch, it's Cooper. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Dickens. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try the run. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense
breaks into the open and into the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Marshall! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana has just had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 14 to South Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Eagles want to crank the tempo.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Under fire. Puts it out of the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Turning it on! He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Now the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that falls incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. To throw, it's Bryant. Takes a hit as he fires. Got it in the middle, it's Torres. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's a heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Pressure coming. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll give it to the back. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. It's a reverse. And the defense was ready when the receiver tried the tricky run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They've been running it, but now the pass. Grabbed on the outside, it's Dickens. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Wilson will throw. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots.
It's a seam wide open. they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Lanier. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Dropping back, it's Bryant. He'll take a shot. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game.
That's all you can do, Miss Tina.
If you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do?
The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the two-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking for a gap. It's Dickens. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stop. At the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Marshall.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Now on the option. The pitch. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance.